Final Fantasy The Complete Marathon, Season 16. Hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy. And my stream just died. Pretty happy about that. Amazing, my stream just died. I don't miss having long hair. Alright guys, we back. I don't know why it keeps dying. Hell, thank you very much. Hashtag nanny cause. Hashtag nanny cause. Alright, we're pretty close to getting that second star these days. Pretty proud of us. Anyway, let's jump back into it. So, we're fighting a turtle.
It looks like we found him.
Yo. We gotta fight that turtle. We need to fight this turtle for a thing. Oh, for Middledol. Hopper. Yo, Nanny Claus, are you coming tomorrow? Is that what I'm picking up from the chat? Because if that is true, that is the hype as shit. I'm so excited. You're not wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm wrong. Oh! I'm wrong, then. The wife and I thought you were coming! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, what the heck? Oh, hang on, wait. Is the game louder than me? The game is louder than me. Interesting. When Final Fantasy 16... Yo, it's funny because when Final Fantasy 16 first released, we could barely hear that shit. Oh, bro, you were so slow, cuz. Anyway. No. So when the game released, it was actually too quiet. It was a actual complaint. When they updated it, they increased the audio. Cool.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Yo, I'm glad that the game's loud now. Because having to boost the audio on this sucked pre the update. Anyway, let's go back to Middledol. Brother, are we gonna do my side quest? Definitely. You're gonna have to believe me on that one. I believe you, brother. Oh my gosh, the one thing I hate about Japanese games is when you have a cool mechanic you can only use in one area. It's so frustrating. Give me Super Run inside towns, Japanese games. Mm-mm. I wish I did the Torgal side quest with Joshua. That would have been sick.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
All you need is mid.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need.
Amazing.
After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1
For
and a
me?
0
And
and a cogwheel. Just a tiny one, though that's the problem. Gears that small are
Oh, yeah.
to make, and I
Yeah.
may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children.
Yeah, I love...
When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear.
Brother.
Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Oh, okay, so they've got the cog from the scales. I love it when he said... I love how Clive said, when they put it back together. Clive, you put it back together. The old young'uns, eh?
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine.
I see.
She's
She wasn't
just busy
hiding.
working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
The one you... That's
Save
exactly
it,
what
Just in
happened.
case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find.
Perfect.
All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
He didn't even know how to answer that, eh? That's
I found it.
something, I guess.
Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
Yeah, my bag of bits is a
That's all for
box
now.
in the garage that actually has
I'll let
really
Mid
useful
know
stuff in
about
it.
your
I've got like 3 Raspberry
board.
Pi 4s in it.
Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Whatever should I write next? Well, did they have it?
They did.
Brother,
And they kept it
you
somewhere
have a
nice and
stink bum.
safe.
Sure.
Will
Would
it
you
work?
betray me?
Will it work? He's perfect. You're a genius, Clive.
Thank you, please.
What
No
exactly are you
autographs.
going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place,
A tiny cog like that.
you just wait and see.
Look, I know this is Final Fantasy, but even that's a stretch for me. But considering people can turn into literal, like, icons of gods.
That should do it.
Wait, is that a model? It's a scale model. It's the Final Fantasy IV
Here
Enterprise!
goes nothing. Titan's tits.
And Greek is gash.
Wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is
Yeah,
one
we're in
dream
good
built for
graphics
everything
mode.
out. show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, I
Yeah.
felt the wind in my hair. It was
Yeah,
like
for
I
sure.
was flying. But
You know, it's actually something that she raises, eh? Like, hey, if I invent flight, we're probably just going to use it to kill each other. Which is exactly what happened in Final Fantasy IV. It was used to mercilessly kill anybody who hadn't invented flight yet.
imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
And in real life.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
Whoa, so she's just going to use it to kill God and then destroy it.
All that hard work.
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
Wow.
I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Bro, Clive, are your clothes, like, hot, bro? You wear leather at all times. We went to the desert once. You were wearing leather. You wear them? Rapscallion.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all.
It's kind of cool because this is the reverse of what Sid and Mid did in 5. You know, the first time there was ever a Mid. Because in 5, they were unearthing the hidden airship that was left by the ancients. And she's going to leave an airship for future generations. Pretty cool.
Dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Do I get anything cool? A model airship. Cool. Alright. Okay. Oh. There's another quest. Go. Is that quest from Wayne or is that quest in here? Yeah, put it on the shelf. I will treasure this forever. Clive? Yes, Mid. Whatever happened to that model airship I gave you? I don't know.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Yeah,
Of
for
course.
sure.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now. and,
Yes, I remember you.
I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
Oh, you're Waluda.
The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
Even though you sent Doris
I need
earlier.
to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage.
Yeah, he's got that, like,
Conservatory.
Waluda accent.
Or rather,
Hey, no Waluda.
I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented
Yeah.
until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many.
Wait, were bearers
I
treated kindly?
can't
Was it all
even
propaganda?
remember all their
Come live in
names,
Walud.
but they must be remembered.
Because they're feeding them to a beast as well,
Cannot
right?
fade
So,
away,
like, this is fucked up.
faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Yeah.
Sid,
I gave you
Please.
magic.
even should it cost
And
me my
you-
life,
Attacked
Too
us.
dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
you will?
Why don't we go together?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
Oh, I know where that is.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Has Clive told everybody that their religion is not real? He's paying that close to his chest, damn. Brother, we're definitely doing my side quest, aren't we? Yeah. 100% Joshua. Yo, how is everyone today? We all good?
Run like the wind.
Damn. One revelation at a time. Yeah, also, I'm looking forward to December. Thank you very much to Lisa for putting together a cool dinosaur thing. And we're going to go to this cool dinosaur thing.
I can walk from here.
No, I've
This must
been
be the
there.
orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
My gosh, an orphanage next to a church. I'm scared. Somebody hug me. The exercise will consist of a press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as instructor shall dictate. A furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased. Live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
Yeah, big yikes indeed. Bad Bach, conservative, right, often cooperation. The kingdom of Hallowed hereby incorporates this institute, wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse, are otherwise perishing or to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Their disposal within its bounds is punishable by death.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
I have recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood. And now, I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. Smile she inherited from her mother. The mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wife's, all of them. All of those children. So many died at my hands. I can bear their guilt no longer. And so I have decided tomorrow I too must die. It'll be the last order I give those poor wretches. The last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and inter my accursed corpse beneath a white tree, whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication, and beside me my shame I curse the record of all their names, of all those I have wronged.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Hey Joshua, where the fuck are you? Yeah, definitely, yeah, Meg. Okay, he's in my party. Where is he? Or nothing to say? Okay, you know what? Whatever. Dachwa loaders. Dachwa loaders. Okay, so he's underneath the white tree, right?
A forked white tree. This must be the place.
We're just gonna...
Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see.
Yeah, but you did the kids activity thing, right? So, you know, credit where credit's due.
This must be the registry.
Okay, so... Yeah, it absolutely had to be propaganda. Bad Back Conservatory Registry of Bearers' Losses. 846V, 08E, 16D. Hans, 10 years old. Lithification. Alfred, 9 years old. Succumbed to conditioning. Franz, 12 years old. Lithification. Pauline, 10 years old. Emaciation. I'm pretty hype. 846V, 08E, 17D. Bruno, 11 years old. Disciplined for attempted flight. Johanna, 12 years old. Disciplined for attempting flight. 846V, 09E, 18D. Reinhard, 9 years old. Succumbed to conditioning. Matja, 10 years old. Succumbed to conditioning. Luthard, 12 years old. Lithification. Dietrich, 11 years old. Emaciation. The other names are illegible.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
Hey, you guys have stepped to the wrong neighborhood. Oh shit! I believe so. fully gonna die. Whoa, that's so cool! Whoa. Is that Joshua turning into Phoenix right now to help? What the fuck? So much is happening here. Sorry, I had to take that photo, guys.
Nice try.
Done.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Hey Joshua, do you want to talk about anything? Want to say anything? You're just sort of here, eh? Yeah. I'm sorry, Joshua. Sorry. I didn't mean anything by it, Joshua. Brother, were you trying to kill me? You're cursed, Joshua. Just like the rest of us. No, Joshua. No, Clive. That's the bad ending, brother. I'm still sad that Mum didn't love me. Actually, we haven't talked to Vivian.
Back again? Well, Clive?
Are you resolved to brave the coming battle, no matter the cost?
I am.
But only with Ultima's death might we ever find true freedom. Sorry, my voice is very sandpapery. And when we do, I'll be counting on you to help teach this world the truth.
Naturally.
But I'll need you to do something for me in return. Come back to us in one piece. For how am I to recount the true history of this world without a first-hand account of the heroics of those who fought to change
I
it?
shall.
We shall all be praying for your safe return.
Till next you need me.
Goodbye, Vivian. Yeah. Remix.
I hear that you traveled to Ash. Sid, did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may? The bearer registry.
Yeah, we're going to good graphics.
The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
Bro,
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Okay, well, the easiest way back downstairs is... Thank goodness for the PS5. Zoop. Yo, have you seen fast traveling in Spider-Man 2? That's crazy. Oh, yo, Uncle's here. Hmm? You're set on this plan of yours, then? I am. You never were one to shy away from a fight. Some might say it runs in the family. Ha! Your father would be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
I know he'll be there with us. Up there.
As for down here...
You can take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until you return. Indeed. Hey, Max.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we
for the
owe you
likes.
our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but
Thanks.
such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
Yeah, 100%.
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move
I'm
quickly.
so excited.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves.
Yo, we're
out
gonna
there.
re-establish order?
Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes. But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to
Oh, can we go
maintain it.
help the lady then?
Sadly,
The
I
Dane?
doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive
Oh,
more
I
capable.
see.
Literally.
That's where he
And
just
as
came
luck
from.
would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Okay, sweet. Clive, you're helping Uncle before me. Yes. Three's Company. Sweet, let's go. So is my party still me? It sure is. Alright, dude, it's a family reunion, Joshua, okay? Calm down.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, 100%. Heaven's Cloud.
Many thanks. You're welcome.
I don't like how you said that, and I'm walking away from you post haste. That one? Yo, I'm still sad Theo's dead. That sucks, man.
I hear the brothers found another victim.
Many.
Can you believe it? I believe it, all right. What's that? The third this month?
Oh, yo, hey, Rosalind. Eloise, sorry.
Good day, Clive. When we fled our childhood home,
Left behind not only our family fortune, the names our parents gave us. I became Eloise and my brother Theodore. We had nothing to our new names but a hatred of the system would have seen my brother enslaved. Hatred also gave us a purpose. We swore to save not only Theodore, others like him. In order to make good on this ambition, we'd need two things, money and trust. We found work and saved the money we needed to... Yeah, no, and saved the money we needed to begin buying bears their freedom. We told them that their lives were their own. They could stay with us, and we would feed them, house them, and pay them for their labor. So they could leave, or they could leave, and we would grant them safe passage to wherever they wished to go. In that way, we engendered trust. Once earned, that trust proved nigh unshakable, so much that most chose to stay with us. It was always Theo they trusted the most. They loved him.
I loved him.
I shall continue his work, our work.
Did I tell you
That I found a map of a Shulik among Theo's things. He had written some words in the boundary. A new dream for when the nightmare ends.
that was what he wanted?
An end to the torment that bearers the realm over had long been forced to endure, a new beginning. Yeah, maybe, but there was a J. Kashlock? Theo lost his life in pursuit of that dream. Falls to those of us who remain to see it lives on.
No matter how hard it might be.
Or how long it might take, I will make his dream a reality.
The Dominion has fallen.
And Bocklad's streets now echo with the cries of those fleeing its destruction. and the bitter objections of those forced to take them in. And things seem like only to get worse. Ether floods continue to swallow great swathes of the Republic, and it grows harder every day to disagree with those who say the end is nigh. What is the end of the world as we know it? Not an opportunity to create a new one. Our work is only just beginning.
The Crimson Caravans must set an example.
We must use the skill, strength, and knowledge Theo and I earned over all these years to see that all who come here continue to be fed and watered. If there is nowhere left to run, we must ensure that the place in which we find ourselves is a place of refuge for all.
It is our job to keep the hope alive.
We don't. Who else will?
Take care of yourself, Clive.
Cool. Hey, do you know how I get to my uncle? Right. Thanks, Eloise. Pleasure talking.
Do you see that too?
The giant crystal? Yes. Don't worry, I'll destroy it. So I've got to do a jillion side quests. I love how it's almost like the world is ending. And people are like, can you please side quest? Clive, we need the side quest.
What is it? Oh, please. I'm scared.
You know,
It's all right.
you're not wrong, Lisa. Alright, I'm here. Bri, you gotta help me destroy that crystal? It's alright, I'm here. Guy wearing basket. He's the most powerful Final Fantasy character, guys. The next Final Fantasy Dissidia is Guy with basket from Final Fantasy 16 instead of Clive. Oh, you know what? Wait, is somebody still fighting me? Who's still fighting me? Amazing. Oh, hey, Ambrosia.
Let's go.
I love that. That's cute as fuck. Wait, I'm going to an area I've never been to before. What the fuck? This late in the game, I'm going somewhere I've never been? That's pretty amazing. Fly, Ambrosia. Fully upgraded basket. Sorry, Ambrosia, a cutscene's in it.
Can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't.
I helped Rutherford in the other side quest, right?
Finish him.
Was it with the rich guy? You guys have stepped to the wrong motherfucker. Let me just tell you. Yeah. I do wish they'd get cut in half though. This is the one thing I hate about like Japan's new age rating system is even if a game is R18, it's still not allowed to have like the old school Final Fantasy finishes. So annoying. The bro Zantetsuken cuts your ass in half. That's what it does.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want.
Or Havel's a
Doesn't
bit
change who I am.
of a dickhead, eh?
Or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
He is.
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps?
No, not Clive.
But I'm no diplomat.
Lord Byron?
And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the
The
person.
arbiter turns up from Halo?
That's so.
D. Barton.
And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I
Who,
suppose
Otto,
we'll all have
Gav?
to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
Oh,
And I will see that
it's
my
Lord
associate
Byron's
gets you there.
butler.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round.
Yeah, I
can
know.
barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Whoa. Interesting. Quentin's a fascinating choice, my bro. Also, can I go into the city, please? Oh, okay. Alright, well, time to go to old, here. They're not back in Lost Wing, are they? Lost Wing's got an ether flood. Oh, they live in the farmlands now, eh? That talk was like panting away in my ear right now. Yeah, neither.
I made sure our fallen comrades were laid to rest. And they can rest easy, knowing that their sacrifice wasn't in vain. That justice was done. As for us survivors, well, we've just got to keep at it. Keep the family together. For their sakes.
You know what? None of them would have had to die if Clive was just part of the war.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years.
Perfect, mate.
Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do
Is
best.
that David Bowie?
If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You
But this guy is
convinced us
great.
We could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
Rejoinder is a cool word. Simon, that's who he is. He's Simon Barnett. I remember now.
Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person.
He does look strikingly like Simon Barnett.
I can arrange for a party
His
of
wife just
breakers to
passed
accompany
away.
you
Yeah,
there.
that's sad.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Reckon Master Quentin could argue an egg back up a hen's quim if he set his mind to it.
Bro, this game has no filter, man.
Any statesmen we speak with are liable to resist our entreaties if they feel that what little power remains to them is at stake. They must be dealt with skillfully. I shall not repeat the errors of my past.
It's amazing. You scare the egg up back up a head's quim. Fuck, that's intense, bro.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, He might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking,
I love
Clive.
Uncle Byron. He's so cool.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
Whoa, that was like a random side quest I did like a wee while ago.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
I thought Port Isolde was lost to the Akashic army. Oh, that's what you were. I remember now. Okay, we're in. Whoa, Quinton looks awesome in good graphics.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps
Havel does have some
an
lines.
alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields.
Genius. Don't use the roads.
But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion.
If the roads are dangerous, stop using them.
Firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
But Quinton's right. Don't use the roads. Not so
Shall
subtle
we begin
cough.
again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony. Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Tri-Unity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
An ex-Imperial? Yeah, I represent the Imperials. Why isn't Dion here helping us?
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents
He sure
of your
does.
supporting cast. We shall play our
Bro,
parts
did
to
you
the
just
best
fourth
of our
wall break there?
abilities.
Oh no, that's right, he loves
You might
plays.
have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Bro, Square Enix, we get it. You can do graphics. We get it. For a great moment in history hasn't been... Oh, yo.
Sorry, can't take you where you need to get to, but the Argo and me will be waiting when you get back.
What do you think that thing is?
It's a damn distraction, is what it is. Now back to work.
And how the hell is Sid going to deal with it?
Bro, I can literally turn into a giant demon. So, like, you know what I mean? How's Sid gonna do with that? I don't know. My ability to turn into a giant fucking demon. Okay, alright. We got a lot on our plate, guys. We've got 2 more quests left here. We'll do this one first. And then we've got to do some quests out in the wild. And then we are ready to rock and roll.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Yep.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Oh, bro, Mac, that's a good point, eh? And we're definitely going to have to save it for the final boss fight, because that last time we fought Ultima was hard as fuck.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Oh, thanks, Beef. Gravity magic did do damage.
I'm nervous. Is it alright to be nervous?
I don't care either way, so long as you do as I tell you.
Especially when you could summon a literal event horizon and kill me.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Thank
wow,
you,
yeah. I
Sid.
just realized here that he was only one of
Sergeant
those
says
cool
you'll be
people.
evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav.
It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out.
I fought
He
Sam
taught
Neill.
me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine curse breaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen.
Remember in
Not far
8 when you
from
could
here
fight
is
the
an
T-Rex
Imperial
souls in the
lookout,
school?
Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial
I love
outpost and
8.
stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry,
It sure
create
is.
a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
Hey, look, in fairness, Questus is only a year older than Squall, alright? And I'm damn for Questus. Yo, bro, 8 is so sick. I can't wait to finally get up to it. But I've got to play Crisis Core. We've got to watch Advent Children. Oh. And I've got to play before Crisis.
Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not.
Bro, before Crisis is so sick. His fans have remade it, which is cool.
Damn
It's becoming a fan, Ryder.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run!
If you want him,
You'll have to go through me.
Alright, Ember, draw your sword. You also have magic powers. Did you forget that? Dude, this thing's level 40. Yeah, agreed. Still one of the best moves in the game. Straight in your dragon dick and balls. Your dragon balls, if you will.
It's over.
Bro, what a shot. I wish photo mode was easier to get into. They should just make it clicking down both the sticks. It was so sick.
Ember, are you? course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
What's a bet? He picked up the book before he went back. Both sticks is effort mode, eh? I totally forgot about that. It's what do they call it? Priming.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember?
Right, I didn't expect me
That'd be
back
fair.
so soon.
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Hey? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have
Job
to decide
done,
if
innit?
I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the Hideaway.
Right, can we just
show me your
evaluate here?
sight.
Or can we evaluate?
Sergeant.
Oh my gosh! Please, can we evaluate here? I can. You know what? No one's listening to me right now. I'm very sad about that.
This won't be an easy decision.
There is so much shit to do in the overworld. I think we've got like another stream of just side quests. I'm pretty sad. There is so much to do. What the frick?
You should have...
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial.
Thanks, Alto.
From what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
I think he was a cheeky little shit, but he still deserves it. What do you guys think? I think he deserves it. What do we have to say for ourselves? Chat. He did the job.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to
Conch
waste
and a
it now,
half.
would it?
Amazing.
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask.
I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Maybe he should train with Gav.
But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things rarely do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Wait, another quest has just appeared. What the f... I want to go kill Ultima. Oh my gosh, it's unlocked a Gav quest. It's unlocked a Gav quest. I really just want to kill Ultima.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now. I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen
isn't
check with their
Ambrosia a silver
suppliers, but
chocobo?
Nothing. I try and track
Or
one
she
down
white?
myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Yeah, we always mess up. But like, here's the thing. Here's my question: is why didn't I just get the silver feather off Ambrosia?
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo. Near some gutted hovel, not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Wonderful creatures chocobos are. They're fast, strong, loyal, and best of all, they won't balk if you point them into the belly of a flood. Thick skins these birds have. Thicker than most, at least. Now, leave them in a flood too long and they'll turn, sure as eggs is eggs. but a quick dip in and out, and they're right as rain. Which is a boon to a trader like me. Reckon there's enough of Kazakh on the roads to worry about without this old girl turning.
The Guardians of the Flame were true friends to the rest. They fought our enemies, manned our barricades, joined us in our patrols. Now they're gone, I suppose it's back to double shifts.
Oh, them going to Eastpool isn't actually being beneficial to the people.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone? Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine?
Maybe another time.
What the heck?
Silver chocobo feather.
Do you want a naked picture of your mum? No,
Rumours are all
I
you're likely
don't.
to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
I've got greens.
It doesn't still hurt, does it? The people of the rest may seem to be in high spirits, but give them a little wine, a little company, and the tears soon begin to flow. Don't keep your woes to yourself, soldier. Open those floodgates. You'll feel the better for it, believe you me.
Thank you, random harlot.
Can I help you with summit?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
Really was on the way to Eastpool. Joshua is stroppy with me, eh?
All's well, my lord. Long may it stay that way.
Come on. All right. Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change.
I thought that the tracks weren't highlighted.
More tracks. And these look fresh. A chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is.
I so hope it's not a boss fight. That'd be so sad.
I don't hear anything. Well, I'll be damned.
Oh my gosh. Someone tried to convince me that in the original FF7 that happened. And I was like, no, You could go wherever you wanted in the original FF7, as long as it wasn't a locked door. And they're like, oh yeah, prove it. And I was like, okay, I sent them a link to my Final Fantasy VII original stream. It did not reply after that. So you were talking out your ass, bro. Okay, I'm confused. Why don't we just take a fritter from Ambrosia?
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back together before they change their minds.
I'm 100% gonna Google this. Is Ambrosia a silver chocobo? Yeah, Ambrosia is a silver chocobo. It's there's a lot of people complaining about it online. They're like, why doesn't he just take it off Ambrosia? Like Ambrosia is a.
It was no trouble at all. Still, I appreciate it.
Ember's talking. I see. That's how the quest didn't unlock yet because Ember. Okay.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystal's crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Me,
Everything
that's
up
where
there's been
Ambrosia
abandoned
was
for
too.
years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home.
Agreed.
Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And
Bro,
that
I wish I
bone
could
Ember
whittle.
gave me's a
Or do
dream
anything
to work
artistic.
with.
Literally anything.
What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
Whoa.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit.
Yeah, it's been like, I don't know, a couple hours?
I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Now will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Bro, all those long nights definitely paid off there,
I don't
Ember.
want Gav to give up being a scout, honest.
Bro, I cannot believe the next stream is going to be another side quest stream. Like, I'm genuinely flabbergasted by how much content there is in this game. Not a negative thing, because I mean, like, bro, like, I bought this game and it's lasted how long? When did this game come out? May? Like, what?
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Go on, please.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
I got real dizzy just then.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Not wrong, Mac. You are not wrong. Oh, we're in good graphics mode.
Don't you think you've had enough?
Oh, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was.
Whoa.
Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are, after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it
Yeah,
who freed
he
me
actually
from the
has.
dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Wow.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Wow.
I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Yo. That was possibly my favorite side quest in the game. When to meet, I said I was thirsty. Bro, this is awesome. I love when the side quests are actually impactful. So many games, the side quest is like just meaningless. Like, just nothing. You know what I mean? Like, really is just nothing. I think the best game for side quests though is still Ghost of Tsushima. The side quests in that game are phenomenal. Yeah, 100%. Hangman's Signboard, Martha's Rest, Guardian Scarf, Sid's Goblet, Model Airship, Try Unity, Winter Meat, Chest, Intel Sensor, I remember that. Pale Apples, oh yeah, look, made. Ferocious Attack. Hardspot. Circle of Alia. Oh, whoa. Bringing together 3 men from different backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty. However, come together we did, for better Valestia. Tri-unity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all. One that will almost certainly end in hardship. Yet what matters most is not the destination, but what we can learn from one another while on the road there. You have paved that road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Your loving uncle, Byron. What? You don't think I was just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Wouldn't you know, I've already a fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're going on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business with that ruddy god of yours. Take too long and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose in that case, I could bury you one of my lesser inventions. Goddess knows I've countless. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime. Now, but there's still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. Aye. He'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if I meant protecting you, which he actually did. But that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound. Sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of coupon nuts. You do better to remember that, Karen. Yeah, legit. Don't feed your animals carbs, guys. Unless they are a carb-eating animal. Dogs are not. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal manner, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime. There's a chance encounter with one such tome from a distance sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text, should you require further incentive. Know that I am willing to offer compensation for your services rendered. If you... Alright.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Cool, we're saving and I'm going to bed. Cool. Well, I'll see you guys on Friday for the God of War stream with the wife. And because I'm away for most of next week. Right, CC, this is a really good game. I'm really enjoying this. I don't know why people were saying it's not a good Final Fantasy. That's wrong. Oh, they're saying it's not a good game, sorry. Thanks, Lisa. Tomorrow, Beef will be playing No Man's Sky. And then on Tuesday, Beef will be playing Days Gone. And on Wednesday, all the boys will be together. On Thursday, Harriet Skelly will be streaming something. Yeah, people love it these days. But I think they're just people who haven't played classic Final Fantasies. They've played 13 and 15 and been like, that's what Final Fantasy is. I hard disagree, actually. This is what Final Fantasy is. It's old school stuff. Alright guys, have a wonderful week and I'll see you on Friday. Bye guys. Not the 15 or the 13. I'm not looking forward to playing 13 again. It's a whole trilogy. Alright guys, peace.